Well, Donald Trump. This morning he has questioned Kamala Harris's black identity in a combative interview with black journalists. Joining us live now is Republican strategist John Jordan. John, good to see you. Thanks for your time this morning. So what did you make of this exchange?
Well, first of all, everybody knows what they're getting with Trump. He's not a scripted politician. He just does it, ad hoc, and some people love him for it. Drives the media crazy, and in this country, the media is clearly not in his corner, and they're always going to try to create a tempest when there really shouldn't be one. Couple things to note about this. Three things. First of all, where was Kamala Harris? It was the National Association of Black Journalists. She didn't even show up. Two, Kamala Harris is not actually fully black. Actually, she's not. She claims that she is, but she's half Indian. The other half is Jamaican, which is, a hodgepodge of wonderful different races. And so she's actually part Scottish and Irish, too. So what Donald Trump was drawing attention to isn't race particularly. He was trying to draw attention to the fact that she is a politician of convenience. She's whatever she needs to be at the moment. And given the Democrats' fetish for identity politics, she's going to latch on to whatever she needs to be a more effective opportunist. And that's what he's really kind of drawing attention to, because when she was in district attorney in San Francisco, which is like 80 miles from where I'm sitting, she didn't really campaign on that or talk about that. She went to school in Berkeley. She's not really part of the American black experience per se. And he was trying to draw attention to the disingenuousness of her campaign. And she hasn't even given a press conference of any sort now in weeks, where Trump is willing to do these off-the-cuff, rough and tumble interviews, which is good sometimes. And when the media is out to get you, it's not so good sometimes. But in the end of the day, this is just another Trump storm in the media.
Yeah, sure. But do you support what he said? It sounds like you do.
Well, I wouldn't have done it quite that way, frankly, because I'm different. But I get what he was trying to do and largely agree with it. She is a political opportunist. One minute she is a tough on crime prosecutor, and then in 2020 in Black Lives Matter, she's raising money to bail out rioters and saying that she wants to defund the police. So she flip-flops and is so much of a chameleon and whatever seems to fit her at the moment that, I get why he did that. And that's what he's trying to draw attention to. And I think ultimately it'll work out that way. Okay,
well, we'll have to close here because we just have to keep it brief today. But the black vote is so crucial in this election. Is this problematic for Trump now? Does that vote now all swing behind Kamala Harris?
No, Kamala Harris, the Democrats are always going to get north of 75% of the black vote. Historically, Republicans have only gotten 8% of it. Mathematically, if you look at the Electoral College and how this works, if a Republican gets over 13%, it's over for the Democrats, everything else being equal. And Trump is polling ahead in that. People don't like being lied to, and people don't like being taken advantage of, and identity politics in America is starting to break down.
Is this another version of birtherism?
No, he's not. He's merely stating that's a media construct, birtherism. All he was doing was saying that in that case that Obama didn't necessarily produce a birth certificate. And I believe that Obama was born in the United States ultimately. But he's merely drawing attention to how this woman changes to whatever she needs to be to fit the political moment. She's completely disingenuous and candidate is shaped by focus groups and polls. And that's what he's drawing attention to.